Yeah. First of all, hello, people. Yeah. Since first thing first, this is the first video I've ever tried to make in English. So I'm very nervous right now, and I'm trying to fall back to my native language, which, by the way, is German. So yeah, you'll find lots of German videos on this channel, except for maybe one where I tried to speak a little bit of English that didn't well. However, in most of my German videos, I tell the people that I'm pretty sure my English is better than my German. Oh, and I'm a native German, so yeah, that's always a bit of confusing. And well, now I'm trying to prove it myself to me that my English is indeed better than my German. And so yeah, like I said, very nervous. Didn't speak out loud English for a very long time. Didn't have really anyone with to train it with, or to speak it with at all. The only one in my family who is good enough to do this is currently in rehab. No, not rehab. Rehab is the rehab is if you've been a drug addict and not addicted anymore, right? So close to the a German word Reha, which is what he's doing right now. It's it's actually very close to rehab, yeah. It's and the things are very alike, but the Reha thing is more like if you've been to hospital and due to an operation you lost some of your physical abilities and now you have to train to get them back. I don't know how that's called in English, so yeah. So it's not rehab, it's like reha. It's without B. Yeah. Yeah, I choose The Legend of Korra for my first English project because, well, the idea came during the German Let's Play, which ended 2 days ago now. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, that's very confusing. By the way, this 1 a.m., 1 p.m. No one is still quite why the 12 is not following up. So you go from 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. and then you start off with 1 a.m. and you go from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Never understood that. Never. Yeah. So yeah, and in Germany we use a different system. We use 24 hours to over the day, and we drop the AM and PM thing. So yeah, that's always been very confusing and stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to talk a lot about these things, of course, in these projects. But I hope if this proves out to be working, I will make some more projects in English, and I find like my style. So with the things I do to say hello, I have oh good lord, I'm so nervous. I'm forgetting basically every second word I've ever learned, and yeah, and I honestly can't do things that I do in German and in English because, oh good lord, I'm so nervous. But, well, yeah. So I tried this game. Of course, I played the story mode and the pro bending mode. Yeah, but we start with the story mode. I tried in the German version. You can see the game in. I can show to you what will look like. So this is the overall game, and then there's the chapter select menu, and there are 8 chapters of all. And you see there these gold thingies I explain to you what these mean sooner or later, but you can choose between extreme, normal, and casual difficulties. To unlock extreme, you have to complete the game at normal or casual one time. I already did that, so I could start the German version in extreme, which showed a very unique experience. So the first chapter, of course, not the hardest one, but 2 was very hard. So was 3 and 4. 5 not so much anymore, since you level up over the game. I don't want to spoil too much, and the harder the mode is, the more experience you get, and therefore you have it very hard in these 3 levels, leveling up, and this one bit too. So yeah, the first half is very hard because you have to level, but you still so weak because it's very hard, and yeah, but at the end of 4 you've unlocked so much experience points that 5 isn't that hard anymore. But 5 has a part, this Naga running thing that you can see. These stages, they have a Naga running version. And yeah, these are still very hard. But then with 6, 7, and 8, of course 8 being the final chapter, is a bit harder. But 6 and 7, so easy. It was very disappointing. And therefore, I chose for this Let's Play, for the English version, to try it on normal. And then, once we've completed normal, we're going to skip to extreme and going to try it on extreme again. So we're going to do 2 playthroughs, one on normal, one on extreme, and I will hope that we can match these gold thingies in extreme again. And my target is also to buy the entire shop at the end, so I can show it to you. Also, I want to show you the complete collection. I'm not going to show you that now. Yeah, by the end. I hope we can do that. If not, I'm going to do it off screen, private, and then I'm going to show one day for the German version and the English version. So this part will be this will be just 5-minute part or so. Will be for both, Let's Plays, and therefore I can show it to you that way. And yeah. Return to title menu. Yes, please. Yeah. Also, the game is in only English, so therefore it will be easier for me to stay in that language. Because, well, it's it's there. I'm not very good at this, but never mind. I have fun, and that's the main thing. Yeah. Since a few weeks, all my projects are in 4K. A few months, even not a few weeks. So yeah, this will be in 4K too. Yeah, is there anything else to say? I will only upload one part of this per day. Yeah. There was something important I wanted to tell you, but I forgot. That's kinda annoying. No, well, yeah. Oh, yeah, right. The game is... You should... Before you see this Let's Play of this particular game, you should really watch the original show. The Legend of Korra, and with The Legend of Korra, you should have already watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah? I watched the shows both. I watched Avatar, The Last... also, I think in Germany it's called Avatar: The Last... the Lord of the Elements, as loosely translated, or Avatar: Der Herr der Elemente. And in English it is just The Last Airbender, or Avatar. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it is Avatar: The Last Airbender. And yeah, The Legend of Korra, it's called The Legend of Korra in both languages. And yeah. So I've watched both shows, watched both in English and German. Although the German version Avatar, I always liked the German version more than the English one. Although the English one had Mark Hamill in it, I'm a diehard fan of Star Wars and Mark Hamill. So yeah, that's confusing. But and in Legend of Korra, the other way around. I hate the German version. It's just so. It just sounds so. I didn't even know word in German to describe that. It sounds as if. It's hard to explain. It's not that diverse. It sounds more like it's a very very informal German word. It's Einheitsbrei. It means a big bowl of Pam's. I don't know if that's even an English word of stuff, and that's just of a big bowl of munition mash. Sounds horrible. Probably is so wrong, grammarly and in every other way possible. But that's the best way I have to describe it, to translate that Einheitsbrei thing. Just the voices don't, especially for the main characters. It's very hard to tell apart Marco and Bolin, and Korra and Asami. And yes, big spoiler warning if you haven't watched the shows. It's very hard, because they all sound like, if you have a good microphone, but not the best, like the microphone has some problem, or it's too close to their faces, or one scene in particular, I remember it felt like one of the characters actually had the microphone inside their mouth and was trying to speak like that. It sounded horrible. But with audio editing software, they made it somehow not causing bleeding ears. It just sounds off. Since I've traveled into these, always use the original language thing. It just sounds so off having the German translated versions. It's just wrong. Even in things like Star Wars, where I grew up with the German versions, I've watched them to completion till I even figured out what English was. I watched them over and over again. And I really like the German version, but nowadays it's really going to be hard to watch episode 9 in cinemas and then only having the German version. It's always a bit, My family, of course, I go with them. Always went with them to the cinema, just kind of a tradition. You get to these movies, and at one point you just they say, "Oh," because they all know who's speaking, and it's not on screen. As I don't get it because I completely forgot how the German version sounded. That was really a problem in 8. When I first watched it, was this disappointing to me. Yeah, I think I should start with the project now. See, I'm very nervous and very speaking fast to try to get over with, but well. Yeah. The first video is going to be longer than the others. I think about an hour, maybe 45 minutes, although I've been talking for the last 15, so probably going to be an hour or so. I don't know. Let's see how it matches up with the leveling system or the chapters, and yeah, and we'll see. Yeah, that's about it. The other part will be roughly half an hour, sometimes a bit shorter. If I see if we at the end of a chapter and it's 28 minutes, I'm not going to do something for 2 minutes to fill the half hour. But sometimes I get lost in speaking and then they get a bit longer. Happened today with another project. Yeah, so let's hope you enjoy it, because it is very new to me, and it's yeah. Let's start with the story mode, and of course we will go in and start a new game. Yes, I am sure Yes!
Earth, fire, air, water. Only the Avatar can master all 4 elements and bring balance to the world.
Yeah, here we are, inside the game. You can see these tutorial things that I'm going to ignore, because I want to explain a few things. Yeah, you saw that it had the intro of the original show, and the animations of the original show, and I think it was written by the creators of the original show. I'm not sure, but I think it is, and the game is canonable, and because you might recognize a few things here, it takes place between book 2 and book 3. And yes, the different seasons are called books. I don't know why. It's a thing. So yeah. And the animated parts take on, so the content feels, it feels like roughly like a 2 or 3 parter, or maybe a 4 part. You know, like, feels very like a not that well balanced mix between the show you're watching and a random video game. So yeah, that's about the way it feels. It's different. It has, I think, roughly about, if you want to get it to 100%, I think it has I don't know how much gameplay it has for 100%. Hard to say. Probably somewhere around. Yeah, you're playing it casual. Then probably, yeah, it's hard to say. Roughly about 10 hours. And yeah, I'm not going to explain the world we are in to you, because hell, you should watch the bloody shows. They're brilliant. Yes, the original show is better than this one. But it doesn't mean this one is bad. You know, it's not like we hate all the other Star Wars movies because, well, only the one was the best.
And master all 4 elements and bring balance to the world.
And yeah, the guy in the background explaining stuff to us is Tenzin. He's doing the intro in the original. I forgot what it is. It's a TV show. That's right.
It's Pro Bending Night once again in the semi-finals of our special charity championship tournament. Proceeds will go to the Rebuild Republic City Fund to help prepare the city after Korra's epic battle with that giant man-spirit monster thingamajig 2 weeks ago.
I hope you're not too rusty for this, bro.
Me? I've been working the streets fighting crime. You're the one who's been fake waterbending.
Nut tuck! Never fakes!
Guys, can we focus?
There's the opening bell.
Whoa!
And there go Mako and Bodin. Now it's 3-on-1.
Thanks a lot, guys. Okay, bring it on.
Yeah. At first, you can see it was written for a video game and not for a show. Therefore, it has some minor differences in it. And oh my bloody god, this is slow. I mean, I just played 2 days ago. I just played the pro bending, which is, by the way, the pro bending mode. On Ace. Oh my bloody god, that's so different. It's so boring. Dear God. That's just wow. It's so slow. Oh good lord. That's way too easy. Just yeah, it's meant as a tutorial, of course, but I mean, in hard was in extreme was hard and very extreme. Not like, oh yeah, hit a bunch of times, do a bunch of hits on X, and there you go, platinum medal. And yes, the thingies I talked about earlier, those are medals.
First she saves Republic City, then she saves the fire ferrets. That Avatar Korra is one gallant gal. But will she have enough water in the tank to take out the wolf bats? We'll find out.
Hey, you! Stop! Hello? Sir? Are you alright?
Yeah, there we are again. Chapter results, chapter medal, silver. No, what I wanted, and yeah. Now you can see that you get a medal for every chapter, and my target is Skikkel, basically. Yeah, that was the first chapter. Now you see why. Why? Why? Yeah.
Quickly, we must begin the extraction while she is weak. She's waking up. Stop her. I'm afraid your bending is blocked, Avatar. You won't be able to fight your way out of this.
I'm afraid you underestimated Korra.
Let me figure out what's going on.
She's one hell of a fighter. Yeah. I do, by the way, I do have the intention to switch back to German every bloody second I speak. But that's just because OBS is in German. And I'm just looking over there onto the second screen to check the quality of the game and the recording button.
I might not be able to bend, but my fists still work.
Yep. And you see she's still moving the way she would if she could actually bend, which is a fun nod. Boom. Gold medal. Yeah.
It's gone. Why are the chi blockers still here? The old guy must be calling the shots. But who is he?
Yeah. One thing first. The game is full of nods to the first 2 seasons, so please just watch the show. Please. Thank you. Don't even have to watch the original one, although you should. But yeah. It is very weird to be at this point again if you just if you spend the last 2 weeks completing the game and I start at the beginning again. And yes, I already completed this game in German. Also, I already completed the game in a let's play. in German, to be more precise. And yes, we could go around and check out all these places. You see back there. Oh my good lord! I took a fight. Stupid idea. Although no, right, we're playing on normal. I don't have to be afraid of fights. Ow. Yeah, you really do fail often in these fights on hard. Especially with these smoke bombs. Normally, if you have your bending, they're not a problem. Because Korra targets the enemies automatically most of the time. Except for earthbending, she doesn't do that, and with airbending she doesn't target people, so she doesn't need to. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm going to try to use a firebending fighting style here. Because it's the one that moves the most in effective if you don't bend. Because, yeah, you just use your fists. And she's punching people. And that really looks like an effective way to martial arts. And yes, all the bending, I know, all the bending styles are based on different martial arts. But, well, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know to talk about what, I don't know what to talk about. And look at that! Almost forgot about you! Honestly, I really forgot about this thing. Didn't know it was there. Could remember most of the collectibles, but didn't remember that. And yeah. It's I'm doing this yeah, very often. Because I don't really know what to say. I mean, I have a similar problem in the German videos too, but it's just because I'm if I get into one I forgot the word. Bloody hell. Oh, good lord. What was it? What was it? What was it? I don't know. Ah. Boom. What was it? Ooh, enemies. No. Don't like that. I do not like that. And yes, it is easy for me to understand English than to speak it. It's because if I get into one, I really forgot what the theme. If I get into one specific theme I want to talk about, it's yeah. I really talk excessively about that, or I get distracted very easily and forget about it at all. And I don't, yeah, I forget about it completely. And don't talk about it at all. That's the way I meant to say it. Oh, good lord. It's very hard to think about stuff in... Normally I do this stuff in German, therefore I'm always thinking about, you know, what would I do in German now? And therefore my brain's always jumping back to trying to talk in German. And yeah, that's very distracting, you know? Additionally, this is it is also a very it's a game where you can be distracted very easily if you well, do let's play thing. Because well, you have to talk about you have to talk very often and stuff, and yeah, and therefore you get distracted very easily. and you have to concentrate on the game, but you don't, and yeah. That's the whole scientific process, and yeah. Oops, wrong direction. La 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 la. Nothing happened. Nothing did happen. Oh no. Nothing. Absolutely not. Just... Yeah, we could try to get up there, but, well, it wouldn't work because there's this interesting looking barrier that we cannot get past. Yet. Well, yeah.
Okay, which way to Air Temple Island? I should ask someone on that street for help.
Boom, yeah. This is a very good gun, by the way. I very like it, but it's too short and just... You know, for the design they choose this, there's a mix of cell shading and 3D. Just, it's too much 2D. You know, it's, that's just a... You see the window there, it's just a plain graphic, not a... You know, it just meant to look like you can go inside there. Or this roof, you cannot land on it. You can jump high enough? Oh. Whoop, you just glitch off it. These little things, they just... You feel so... You feel that something is off. Or odd. That's more precise. Oh, but I don't know, it's I'm trying! English is not my first language. Leave me alone. Yeah. I really don't have any problem understanding it, but speaking for myself, it's very hard if you... I mean, right now, I'm alone and it's very hard for me. If someone's there, I'm more nervous. I'm so much more nervous, and I'm making some rookie mistakes while speaking English, especially with the grammar or with the tense I use. Because, yeah, just I very feel uneasy. The last time I had a real honest conversation in English that was really good and made me feel better and good about my English was with the boyfriend of my aunt that's living in America. And right now I recognize that I didn't talk about this in this specific video. No, I talked about it in the other videos I recorded today, and therefore for the people that do only watch the English videos, yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so yeah, she's living, she's not like a related aunt. I don't know if there's a word for that in English. It's, I mean, most Germans don't even know about the German word for it, so I doubt that anyone taught me ever if there is an English word for that, but a person that you call aunt, but it's not really related to you. Because they are close friend to the family or something like that, or they are like family. Anyways, you know what I mean. Because I just explained it. Yeah, that's good and professional and stuff. And yeah. Yeah, oh, damn it! Bloody cooldown. And yeah, like a cooldown, for example, is an English word, a word of English origin, but there's a German equivalent, and therefore I'm always trying to use the German way to pronounce cooldown or words that have a German equivalent. I don't even know if equivalent is an English word or it's correct to use in that situation. Just one of those words you've read, but I never really learned how to pronounce it.
There are too many.
Yeah,
Where are you, girl? I need your help.
yeah. In extreme mode, you'd already be done.
Naga, good girl. We've got to get to Tenzin. He'll know what to do. Ha! Okay, let's get going, Naga.
Yeah, that's the Naga running thing I talked about. You can see in the upper left corner that we have
Quickly, Naga.
yeah, 3 orbs, circles, thingies. They look like medals, and they represent our health. You know, in the extreme mode, you only have 1 of these, and in the casual mode, you have 5 of them.
Jump, girl.
And yeah, you see there's locked stuff, and yeah, of course you lose all the bending. I mean, it wouldn't be very, you know, challenging if you had all the bending from the start. I mean, Korra could easily fight her way through basically everything. And yes, other avatar powers are blocked also. We can do barely a thing right now as Korra, and therefore we need to go to our Temple Island. For those people who still didn't watch the show after I really recommended it, do it, really. It's a good thing. Especially if you want to watch this Let's Play, you should watch the show. Good lord. It's very hard. Yay! First try it.
Good job, girl.
And platinum medal. Very good. That's a good thing. Golden chapter medal. And item bonuses. Ooh. Like those two. Yeah, Naga running practice unlocked, blah blah blah.
I have always had a powerful connection with the Avatar, and I am honored to help whenever I can. Hello, Korra. I may have something to make your journey a little bit easier. But remember, nothing worthwhile ever comes without a price.
Yeah, as you've just seen, we can buy various, or I can buy various items from the shop. And in the shop you pay with spirit energy, and just going to buy the healer's water, that's going to be helpful, and Kataro's Aces water. And yes, most of these items have a historical representation throughout the series. I mean, you know that thing? That's from the that's from book 3 of the original series, book 2 of the original series. That image is from book 1 of the original series. I don't know where that's from. That's from somewhere Air Temple thing. Don't know where that's from. Know where that's from. That's taken from book 2 of the show, the original show. That's from I think that's present in all books. I think that started in book 1 already. If it didn't, it started in book 2. That thing, I think it's also from book 2. Not sure. Maybe book 3. But they're all from the original show. Nothing from the Avatar. That thing, I don't really know where it came from. But yeah. Some of these things, they are for... You don't have to pay anything. They're free. That's the thing. Good lord. It's so... Yes, I do use good lord a lot. And no, I am not religious.
I'm home.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I can. You can equip items. You have to equip items before you can use them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Blah blah blah. Lots of stuff. We have charge boost. That thing. Yes, we need that. ASAP. Counter dodge and Shadow Fist, we need that. Do we need counter dodge? Might be useful when we unlock the fire bending. Or the earth bending, but not the water bending. Going to use that. And yeah, by the way, we can change between costumes. I already unlocked every bloody costume. And by the way, in the Steam overlay, you can see, I hope you can see. Yeah, that's in German. You can see that's the achievement parts. I got all the achievements. Boom. Yeah. And if you're wondering why at some point it shows the mouse and keyboard, I don't want to say steering. Steering is not right. Controls. That's it. It's because I use the F9 and F10 to mute myself whenever there's a cutscene.
Let's go and get him.
And yeah, I'm going to use that because Korra doesn't have any bending powers at this point, and
I'm home.
The equalist costume would just be fitting for that. And therefore, we will start with our Temple Island.
Tenzin? Hello? I need your help. Hello? Where is everybody?
Korra, what's wrong?
Janora, where are you?
I'm with the rest of the family on an airship coming back from visiting Grandma Katara, but I could sense that you were in trouble.
You could say that. Some chi blockers hit me with darts that blocked my bending, and I think they're following me.
There's spirit water in the jars around the temple. It might help you recuperate.
Which ones? Uh-oh, no time to talk. I guess I'll have to look while I'm dealing with these guys.
Yeah, boom.
Chi blockers beat
Now it's going to be really hard to tell apart who we are and who the bloody heck our enemies are, because they look, we look bloody like them.
I have to find it fast. Come on.
And yes, of course I know which jars contain the spirit water. It's just fun to go run and destroy Pema's jars.
Come on, where is it?
I mean, isn't it obvious where it is? I mean... there's a chest? Didn't recognize the chest at all in the German playthrough. Or let's play, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's helping, but it's not enough. I need more.
Yeah. That's why I said... And now I can see why it is, I can see the bloody difference. I mean, it's, the difference between this thing and, the extreme thing. Oh, bloody hell. In extreme, you've got 5 enemies here, and an enemy that won't appear until a few chapters later, back there, that can attack us from there. So, yeah. And they do a lot more damage. They do very much. I think they do thrice the damage. And you don't have that much time to freeze yourself from that electro thing that's shown on B.
I have to find it and fast.
Boom. Boom. Yeah, I'm going to destroy these things because we need the spirit energy. And we get a lot less spirit energy on these difficulties than on extreme, for example. That's what I talked about. The difficulty curve really goes goes up. You know, it stays very constant around normal. It starts very hard in the extreme, but it just gets easy in the end. And yes, I just collected second spirit jar, and I know there is one. It's obvious, but since something is about to happen when we pass. Excuse me. Sorry. We didn't know I was there. Ooh. Yeah, when we reach that blue barrier, I will try to go around it. And since there's a chest, I think I should start there after all. Yeah. Use we have a very good view right now. I mean, yeah. And yes, of course, I'm very hyped for the real life action thing, TV show part. I'm trying to avoid that. Oh yeah, I think I can avoid that if I run around this way.
Okay, seriously, my bending's never been gone this long before.
Yeah. Korra's also saying a lot of stuff in the background that I
I'd be so mad about this.
just overspoke. I don't know if that's a reward button. No. Never mind. It's obvious what it means. I think. If it isn't obvious, it's I just meant I was speaking so loud that you couldn't hear what Korra was saying. And boom, baby. Feel the water bending. Boom. Level 2! Level up. Yeah. I know. Yeah, there's a chi charge gorge. That, the higher the chi charge gorge is, the more damage we deal. And yeah, basically that's it. And the bigger our attacks are. Therefore, you should always go with a charged chi gorge. I hope it's gorge is the way you pronounce it. I'm trying to speak it out like gorge, but And yeah, you can see that. I mean, the difference between this version of the game and this difficulty. Ooh, a different bender. Yeah, but he's going to be. Ooh, I actually be. No, he's not. Oh lord, it's so easy. He didn't even attack once. Not once. Wow. I mean, wow. It's even if you don't understand German, you should try to watch the German version. I really got mad on this. It was very hard. Very hard. Yeah. Oh, that part. You hit. Did you hear what Korra said? Sorry, by the way, there are no subtitles in this game. Like I said, it is a good game, and it feels like it's just, yeah, I couldn't finish it in time, and they missed some obvious parts. I mean, it's from Platinum Games, so they know how to do good games. They do a lot of good games. I think with this part it's a bit like with EA and the Star Wars titles, so basically any EA game. You know, they have a license and they use it to make an acceptable game, just one that is not living up to its potential. I mean, we know EA can make good Star Wars games. After all, they made Star Wars The Old Republic, which is a very, very, very good Star Wars game. Still today, will always be not canon, sadly. I mean, sadly not canon. Someone was very oh, come on. Just 2 enemies on extreme level 4. And you don't deal that much damage. I mean, of course, I already was like level 4 or 5 with my water bending here. So, boom. Good lord, I don't even have to dodge all the enemies. It's boring, to be honest. I mean, it's not very difficult. It's too easy. Really, it's just. I mean, we two-headed these guys. And we're at level 2 with 1 bending style. There are 10 overall levels for each bending style, which means that we can reach level 40. And right now we've got level 2. And we two-hit enemies that shouldn't be two-hitted. And yeah, they are the easiest enemies that we can get, but even the hard ones. I mean, they were bosses. Yes, those guys are bosses at this part of the game. You see, that's why we have these 3 people right now. Just please watch the German version. I don't want to skip to extreme right now. It just.
Triads and chi blockers working together? What is going on?
Or maybe I should. I don't know. I think for a first impression, and for me to stay, this is going to be a very. I'm going to talk and trying to get into the English let's playing thing. Maybe I will do a second season. Oh, good lord! Second season of this, where, which will basically be a second playthrough from the beginning, like a remake or remastered of this project. Later on, well, we'll start an extreme, and therefore it will live up to the German version of the Let's Play, and was too quickly. But you see, they don't even do damage if I make a fatal mistake. A mistake like that in extreme mode, I'd be dead and needed to restart. Definitely.
And don't come back.
Yeah. Gold medal again. Yay! Some collectibles again. Yay! Ooh, but we're not going to do Republic City in this. part of the game. No. So, you see, I will go and use a few German words in this that sound English, but in English they have a different meaning. So yeah, it will sound a bit off. That's just a disclaimer at the end of the first video. Oh. Yeah, and oh my bloody god, look what we can buy around here. And yes, we need to you need to buy this charge crest, which is very useful, and this charge armor thing and this talisman healing. All that stuff you will have to buy in Extreme. But right now, I don't need to buy this. I'm saving for full charge. Actually, I'm going to do that. The first time I get this, I don't have to charge up my Chi Gorge. Oh, that will be such a relief. But well, never mind. Yeah, I don't really know how to use. Yeah. Let me try to say goodbye in the same way I do in German. Yeah. I think that's it for the video. I hope you like it. Oh, good lord. I don't even know how... Oh, I forgot that word again. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up or down. Yeah. Leave a thumbs up or down. May the force be with you. That's it. What's okay now? And bye.